Feel that subtle shift in your chest. The moment the final external demand evaporates from the room. Consider the layout of a typical social afternoon. For many, social spaces act as vibrant arenas of exchange. But for quieter personalities, rooms filled with overlapping conversations, shifting tones, and constant eye contact resemble high-pressure workshops. Every greeting, every mandatory small talk question, and every micro-expression requires a hidden, invisible calculation. We often mislabel this exhaustion as simple shyness or social anxiety. Yet, behavioral science points to something entirely different. Cognitive overload via social stimulation. When your mind naturally processes environments deeply, noticing the subtle tension in a friend's shoulder, decoding subtext, and filtering out background clutter, your internal processing unit works overtime. While others coast on autopilot, your nervous system is actively cataloging, analyzing, and absorbing. Notice how your temples feel right now in this absolute privacy. They are finally unclenching. You aren't tired because you dislike people. You are depleted because your internal machinery has been running a marathon in a crowded room. Let the silence stretch further, wrapping around your shoulders like a heavy winter coat. Why does social interaction demand such a steep toll from those who prefer quiet? Because of a psychological dynamic known as energy leakage. For sensitive and introverted minds, being around others requires an act of continuous outward projection. You extend your energy outward to bridge the gap between your rich internal world and the external expectations of the group. You manage the conversational flow, monitor the emotional climate, and regulate your responses to keep the peace. Every second spent performing social readiness drains your internal battery cells. Unlike extroverts, who draw dynamic vitality from external stimuli, quieter individuals process experiences inward. When that inward sanctuary is continuously invaded by uninvited chatter and endless social obligations, the reserve tank runs completely dry. There is no malice in this retreat. It is simply a biological necessity. Just as a computer crashes when too many background applications drain its processing power, a quiet mind shuts down when forced to stay online past its capacity. Stepping back isn't an antisocial act. It is an act of psychological preservation. There is a profound, quiet dignity in honoring the limits of your own energy. Think of the pressure to constantly explain your need for solitude, to apologize for leaving a party early, or to justify why you didn't answer a text right away. What if you stopped offering excuses? What if you treated your quietness not as a flaw to be corrected, but as a vital design of your nature? This is the essence of energy sovereignty. It is the realization that your battery is yours to protect. You possess every right to close the door, dim the lights, and let the world spin on without your immediate participation. Look out at the quiet horizon where the dark trees meet the pale sky. The wilderness doesn't rush to justify its silence. The night doesn't apologize for yielding to the dawn. They simply exist within their own rhythm. Tonight, give your social self permission to clock out. Let the unanswered messages wait. Let the world carry its own noise for a few hours while you reclaim the quiet corners of your mind. Close your eyes, draw in that cool, clean air, and feel the deep, restorative weight of your own unbroken peace. Turn off the external hum and just breathe.